Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I was just thinking of something to end the video. I was literally going to make a joke about the whole like election and shit. I was literally going to be like, "Well, I'll see you guys later." And don't remember, if you don't subscribe to TheSkullKlown, you ain't black. Most people are like, "Who said that?" Joe Biden. You didn't hear him say that? You should. But when I first heard that, I'm like, you dumb piece of shit. One is just like, if you vote for me, more money. The other one, well, to be honest, they're both clones, and the real identity people are dead anyways. But moving on, let's talk about wrestling. So, Vince McMahon, we have our ups and downs with this guy, right? But to be quite honest, guys, once CM Punk was gone, when he said this company will be better off when Vince McMahon's dead, it won't, to be quite honest. I feel like right now, yes, Vince is senile. He doesn't know shit. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does. But other times, he listens to one of his kids, and he caters to that child, cause daddy's little girl. You know, and obviously WWE has like that's my piece, but obviously WWE knows the videos that I make, obviously, about them, and that's why they always like to censor me and shit. I bet you anything if I even try to go on their service to be on TV, basically, they probably would see me and be like, nope. And even if they did allow me, how much you want to bet they'd put me like in a corner or something? I wouldn't care anyways. But the fact of the matter is that this company is gone. First of all, enlightenment in a spiritual way, oh yeah, it's gone. All these companies, especially the companies that you work for, are all gone. But that's a story for a different day. This is for WWE. So WWE, this company is gone. I'm sorry, it's gone. Most people are like it's been dead for a while, but to be quite honest, it's dead when Vince is dead. Okay? Because who's gonna take it over? Triple H, Shane. Are you serious? You think this bitch is gonna? Yes. Yes. Stephanie McMahon will own WWE. And she will SJW it like she's doing right now. Have you guys noticed that? No? Please. Guys, I'm on. Please notice it. It's right in front of your fucking goddamn face. Notice the SJW agenda and look what they're doing with the women's division. And tell me it's not the fucking goddamn same. Okay? Tell me it's not the fucking same. And that shit lasted. I noticed that when I started noticing that when the women's revolution started happening and Stephanie McMahon got involved. I started noticing that. If you guys haven't, that's fine. I'm not going to say you're stupid or dumb or anything like that. People see other different things than other people don't. That's why other people that do see the stuff point this out to other people that don't see it so they can see it. Sometimes that's a good thing, But there's other people out here that are so ignorant, they'll be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Fuck you. Your opinion sucks. And I'm like, how can you not see that? It's right there. That's why when I first saw this shit, I'm like, this company's done. Everything that the SJW Nazi agenda has touched, it died. Okay? But apparently this is the world we live in now, right? We can't smack a woman in her ass without another woman getting offended. Bitch, I smack your face. Alright? Telling me that I can't put a hands on a woman that I like or my woman. You know? Now, if it was a stranger, that's different. Person that you don't know. Of course. Who would do that? Instead of just being like, yo, mommy, what's up? Come on. Even you can't say that. Don Tony and Kevin Castle pointing this shit out, and many a times. And many people are pointing this many times, but it is frequent right here in WWE, man. Really. And that's why I barely talk about this company in this channel anymore, man. I'm just mostly talking about them on my other channel to expose them. But to be quite honest, my other channel, I can't do videos right now. Basically, YouTube blocked me for speaking the truth. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, basically. Anything could happen in 2 weeks. Literally, this whole shit that's happening. But as for WWE, this stuff is BS. It's BS. And if you guys didn't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you because it's right in front of your face. And let's be clear here. I don't blame Ronda Rousey. I don't blame Charlotte. To be quite honest, those are the best women wrestlers of all time right now. Okay? Anybody else? Who? No, seriously, who? I'm talking about nowadays. I'm not talking about back then. Okay? I'm talking about now. Becky Lynch? No. Okay? No. At first, I was into Becky. But then, it went south so fast. But people didn't see it until like right now. I started seeing that when WrestleMania starts hitting, man. Even though that hype was pretty dope. And then when I saw the match, me and my sister literally agreed that Ronda carried Becky and Ronda, and she did a good job. She did. Look back at that match. Charlotte carried those women. When I saw that match, I'm like, if anyone said that Charlotte doesn't know how to wrestle, fuck off. Seriously, fuck off. Because she knows, she's talented as fuck. She is. She's talented, man. I'm not saying Ronda Rousey is not talented. She is too. But Becky, I'm sorry, look. Becky and Charlotte, cool. Ronda Rousey and Becky, cool. But all three of them together, it's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. I see what you guys tried to do, WWE. It's not like a big thing. We wanted it too. But looking back at it, ooh, probably wasn't a good idea. And it kind of damaged Becky a lot. Especially with that botch in the end. That kind of, to be honest, I'm sorry. Sometimes botches really hurt characters, man. Some people are like, oh, you look back at it and you don't really. I'm looking back at it and I'm still getting that sour taste. And guys, this is coming from a person that loves wrestling and appreciate the art and everything like that hasn't been watching WWE for quite a while. I've just been like, looking at videos and shit, and just not really paying attention to it. Just working on myself, Just being more in tune, more spiritual, because that's what you're supposed to do as of right now. I'm not asking you, I'm fucking telling you, motherfuckers. You guys don't know what the fuck's going to happen, okay? You religious people too? Oh my god. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. You think no, that's a whole different story. I'm sorry I'm getting sidetracked, but holy shit, you guys don't know. You guys don't fucking know. But the fact that that's why the reason I'm even talking about this video too is just it gets my gears going that this company is not going to make it no matter what. Either with the spiritual age or even if the spiritual age was not happening right now and this company is still like this, I still would have been like, it's fucked. It's fucked. And no, Vince is not going to die anytime soon. This spiritual thing is happening now, and Vince is going to go through it. Okay, guys? So is my grandparents. So are your grandparents. There's a lot of shit around here, man. And to be honest, WWE did try to tell you with some of them their promotions and shit. What do you think they had that techie guy? But moving on with the other stuff. This SJW shit agenda does need to stop. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm barely watching it. It is killing your company, WWE. I hope you know that. And who's allowing it? Stephanie fucking McMahon. Look, I'll say this. At one point, I used to like Stephanie McMahon. Honestly, I used to think that she actually gave a fuck. To be quite honest. No, I'm serious. I actually thought she gave a fuck. Because as a kid, when you see her as a little kid next to Andre the Giant, you actually think to yourself, she probably gives a fuck. But I guess I'm fucking goddamn wrong, right? Sorry. Oh, too much expectations. You're right, too much, because you're going in a fucking goddamn company. $1 billion company. And you're acting like children. And yet you think you can make better shit than I could. I have more carbon than you motherfuckers. I can create shit better than you can. And you know it. It's racist. It's species, motherfucker. Deal with it. That's why every time you see Hispanic and a black person in wrestling, they should already be on top. Automatically. Because we're more dominant. Don't tell me that. Tell the universe that. Tell the Lord that. Because they fucking agree. Because they made it that way. They did. They did. Why do you think WWE has this racist thing against blacks? I don't want to get too much into that, but that's something to mention. You know? I guess I am still exposing WWE here a bit. Come on, man. This is me. This is the TheSkullKlown. I was going to title this movie SJW WWE, but you know what? I might just rather talk. I might just have the title called WWE 2020 Talking. Just talking. Just me talking about WWE in general. Why not? And I did watch shout out to you, Myers Fanac. I did watch your video about the video about the wrestling stuff for Hell in a Cell. And I might have to rewatch it again because there's a few stuff I forgot about it because I got distracted in some parts because stuff was happening. But I'll say this: I did agree with you in some starts with some of the women, and I agree. I was just like, what's going on with this shit? And in my opinion, with not Becky, but with Sasha Banks and Bailey. To be quite honest, yes, I'm happy they're doing it, but in my hearts of hearts, I feel like it's just. I looked at my sister and I'm like, "Do you care?" No, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I look at it and I'm like, I wish I can care, but it took you hyped it up. I understand and overstand, and the thing is, that's what frustrates me more. I'm like, this is a story that's been hyped, and yet you do it now, and I'm still complaining about it, saying that's like why you made it too long. But it's supposed to be like that. It's called story fucking telling. But the thing is, they dragged it on so long, and they kept like poking you in the fucking face with it that I'm just like, okay, are you ever going to do it? And they never do. And I'm just like, okay, then stop teasing it. And then now you do it, and now there's another. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't watch WWE. This is why I don't watch WWE. Not just because of the spiritual enlightenment shit. I can see that from far away every time I freaking see them. Even from a poster, I know from just looking at that. But sometimes the dumb stuff sometimes that they do, I'm just like, because we gotta understand and understand. Obviously, we're wrestling fans. We care about this shit, man. The reason we're wrestling fans is because I'm checking the time. The reason we're wrestling fans is because we love the storytelling. We just love the characters. Characters that are larger than life. Remember those? Remember those? I would love to talk to a little kid and tell them, how do you look at a WWE superstar right now? If they were into wrestling, obviously. Most of them would just say John Cena. Now, that's the thing. To be quite honest, WWE always had to do a mix because they had a new. Why wouldn't they? They even did in the attitude. Well, even Vince was in touch back then. So you know what? Forget it. But like I said before, this company is gonna permanently be gone when Vince is gone. I'm sorry. Either he sells it that to somebody that actually knows how the fuck to work this shit, or he dies with the company. Okay? It's a terrible thing to say, but it's true, man. It's freaking true. I'm sorry to say it. This stuff that's happening that you see in WWE, I'm just like, okay, there's some good stuff, but at the same time, you look around you and you're like, no one doesn't care. Why? Because look what you're doing, WWE. But you know what? At the same time, we constantly complain and complain and complain, and this company doesn't change shit, and they think that they are going to change shit. And every time we do think they're going to change shit, they don't. Guys, I think this tells you something. They're not creative, man. There's an old saying that I heard when I was a child. I'm making this up. That a person that's not creative doesn't have a soul. That's deep, right? And I made that shit up. No, don't sink that in. Because you guys always wondered why the creativity is so bad in WWE. Exhibit A. The biggest culprit. And this is not about religion and shit, because this is fucking true. I'm sorry to say it. To be famous in this world, you have to sell your soul. But in a way, you get it back when you die. Yes. But in the meantime, you have it, someone took it from you. They're basically you're on a puppet in the street until you die. There, that's it. You're basically a slave to them. Hey, look, that sounds like all the wrestlers in WWE, right? Come on, guys, you gotta connect shit like this. And WWE has done so many crap with this terrible stuff that, and Stephanie McMahon's face is on it, and she's trying to be like this big thing. Like, why are you trying to be? I even heard that they wanted to do like Becky versus Stephanie McMahon because they wanted to do this Austin Vince era shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, you can't do what you did in the 90s because that was the 90s. The best shit ever in wrestling, okay? Alright? Most people like the 90s were, I'm talking about late 90s, baby. Past 96, baby. Alright? Yes. Past 96. That is the 90s that I remember. That I grew up with. That I remembered that those superstars were larger than life. Because why? Because of the storytelling. And you know how some people say that WWE is overproduced? Well, to be quite honest, I was going to say they've been overproduced for years. I just wanted to do that to be a dick. But they are overproduced. They really are. They constantly are. And it takes you out of the experience. When you see CGI on your fucking screen of wrestling, like Roman Reigns comes out. Like, for example, Roman Reigns comes out. You see a dog CGI there for his entrance. I'm like, oh, so this is what we're doing now? This is what we're doing? So soon later, we're not even going to have entrances. You know what? Might as well have that. Do old school. I'd rather have that than a blank set, to be quite honest. Because at least a no set is still beautiful. Why? Because there's seats. And people can walk through it. And you can actually see superstars coming out of it. I actually like that shit. I think it brings more the experience to the arenas. And the action. Just saying. That's why when you see the other WrestleManias do like WrestleMania 1 and 2, you'd be like, yo, that's pretty dope. You know? But that's just me. That's just the wrestling fan in me. You know?
And a lot of people I've talked to about this stuff about wrestling always look at me and tell me, dude, why aren't you working out for WWE? I'm just like, and it's not an ego thing. It's mostly like everyone says the same shit. A lot of people around here can work for WWE and do shit better, but these guys think that, oh, what can you do? This is not your company. You're right. It's not our company, but look what you're doing to it. You know what? Fine. To be honest, maybe it's the way to end. Maybe it's meant to be. You know, things happen for a reason. Maybe WWE is meant to be shit. You know, maybe WWE is meant to fade away. Maybe WWE is meant to just be what it was in the 80s and 90s. Most people are like, that's sad. No, I'm like, you have to keep it that way. Because apparently WWE doesn't care. So might as well for us to be like, okay, so we're just going to leave you in the past, man, because you just don't want to. Apparently, you don't want to evolve. You try you you try to sometimes, and then when you do, you're awesome at it. But now you don't want to because you just don't care. Obviously, because you don't have a soul. Everyone in that company doesn't have a fucking soul. But they're pregnant. Yeah, whatever. Evil beings having babies. Yeah, I know. It happens. Demons can have babies too, guys. Dumb fucks. Fuck. But, not to my subscribers. I don't want you guys to think that. Just to the people to be like, come on, man. You know, but at the same time, this is the business now, man. I'm not going to accept it. Do I like it? No, I don't. That's why I don't watch it. And if I did watch it, hopefully it would be good. If I typed, I'll watch it because why not? It's wrestling. Would you rather watch something that's not hyped than something that is hyped? My point exactly. My point exactly. You know, that's it. I don't know. So that's really it. I'm done here. I feel like this company's just done. It's always been done. Obviously, it's been done since. You know what? I feel like this company has been dead since 2012. Some people think it's later than that, but I think it's been dead since 2012. In my personal opinion, will it ever be the same again? Well, in a spiritual and enlightenment way, wrestling has been around forever. WWE might not be around, but wrestling will still be around. So, that was that. I'll see you guys later.